Okay, schools are opening, and this wouldn't in normal times have been great news for the students who still would want their holidays to extend. But we are talking about COVID times where schools are finally opening. Delhi, for example, is certainly for the month of September. In other areas also, in a staggered manner. And the children really have been working from home for, I would say, many months. So I just want to listen to the people who are going to be affected the most when the school opens. So we've got two bright young students joining us, Poorvi Chibber and also Ahaan. Thank you so much for joining me on this show. Ahaan is in Gurugram, Poorvi is in from Delhi. So let's start with the first question. Poorvi, if you can hear me, are you excited to go back to school?
Not exactly. I'm quite used to my routine at home and have developed a comfort zone. But yes, I feel for our studies, it was better to be in school, like during online classes. It is difficult for teachers to pay attention to so many students, and we also lose personal touch with not just our teachers, but also our classmates, our friends. And yes, I do miss the little fun we had, like during school lunchtime, or either snacking with friends, or just doing projects and just coming back home together. So in some way, I do look forward to joining school.
Hmm. And what about you, Ahan? I mean, would you be happy to go back to school, or like Purvi, you're into a comfort zone and you're finally feeling that, it's not such a bad idea to have online classes because now I'm used to it.
I think I am a bit excited for the schools to reopen. I mean, we have been waiting for 18 months for this to happen since the pandemic started, and I mean, I can't just wait to get back with my friends and talk with them, not just online face to face, because when the online classes started, we lost touch with the friends and teachers face to face, and the online classes also had some problems like if the teacher didn't
Mm-hmm.
have a stable internet connection, we weren't able to hear her, which made us lose a lot of time and we weren't able to complete our studies.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like Purvi, but things are not going to be the same when the school opens. First of all, there's going to be that social distancing, but the most important thing, you'll all have to wear your masks and go to school. Are you ready for that kind of a discipline? Purvi, to you first. You're ready for that kind of discipline? Or is that what is really not feeling you feel so excited about it? The fact that, you may not be able to sit around together or that tiffin time, in crowds. Maybe all that will change. But maybe you can't even play games there like you used to earlier. Is that what is going to be difficult for you, or you have conditioned yourself into that COVID protocol?
It's definitely going to be difficult for everyone, and I also really hope there should be mask discipline, and it will be overwhelming to meet friends and just see school. But we all will have to get used to this new thing, and it may take some time for us to learn the school social distancing rules. But I think gradually everything will fall in place and it will just be normal.
Yes, and this is the new normal, really, Ahan. But you were talking about the fact that online classes, what you missed out on. I mean, just can you tell us, because this is something which someone like me perhaps will not even understand, because I had to come to work every day. Such is the nature of my work. But for students like you, were there times when you felt, what is this happening? I really want to meet the people I'm talking to online. What is it that you missed the most when you had those online classes?
The thing I miss the most is firstly interaction with my friends because like when they were normal schools, we had a lunch break periods where we shared our lunches and talked with each other. But since the online classes, we weren't able to do that, and we were just able to like do the classes and then like yeah do our homework. So this is the difference, the main difference between the online and the main. Classes in the school, and also like we were able to express our doubts clearly in the normal classes more efficiently in
Hmm.
than the online classes.
Yeah, it was easier for us, right? Maybe it was easier when you are face
Yeah.
to face. It's always easier when you're face to face, actually. But I mean, it's interesting when you tell me that you're not all that excited because you're used to this whole regime of online. But when you went online, what is it that you are missing about school, and what is it that you're looking forward to actually? Purvi, can you hear me?
Yes. So I definitely look
Like you,
forward
yeah,
to
you
just,
say, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I'm looking
So
forward
what
to
is it that
just,
you were missing about school?
of course, my friends, and obviously as a dancer as well. When my dancing classes also started online, I felt it was not productive at all. And teachers, just learning in class is a lot more fun and a lot more better than being home and studying. So there's a lot more attention when you're in person. So yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. It's much more attention. You have a face to it. Online is not exactly completely the same thing. But do you feel at some point of time that your online studies means that you are lagging behind, or that how much the learning process could have been quicker if you were attending a class, and in that comparison, say an online class is not the real thing or not the same thing?
So like when we are in normal classes, so when we give our homeworks to the teacher just immediately checks it and gives it back to us so we can improve on it. But when it comes to online classes, it takes some time for the teacher to check all the homework because there's a lot of checking, and on online it is not exactly possible to check each and every homework precisely, and the teacher might make some mistake in checking, and also that
Yeah.
during online classes. We have the students may lose the internet connection, which leads to the like less learning for the students because we aren't able to hear the teacher, and that may lead to bad effects on our grades.
Yes, yes, that's very sad if that's really true. But Purvi, before I start wrapping up and all, the point which Ahan was making that do you think that online classes at some point of time was actually affecting your learning process, or you had adapted yourself, or you had to become more independent? Did you feel because I'm doing it online, the teachers are not there around me, it helped the students in a positive way to become more independent?
It definitely did help us to learn ourselves and become independent. But yes, as Ahan said, it did have many bad effects, like on our grades and everything. So I really do feel it has its bad effects and good effects as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay, I think there was some kind of an audio problem with what you were saying, Purvi, but I had the same thing. Do you think that online classes has helped you to become independent?
Yeah, definitely.
How?
So before like the online classes, we like moms and dads helped us in doing the homework.
Mm,
Like they gave us what to write, and with the online classes, we were able to research ourselves and write the answers
mm,
according to our language.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, that's very interesting, but I wonder, but it's really the same thing. I guess it's not really the same thing. But before I start wrapping up, one last question to you. What is the first thing you're going to do when you're going to enter your school building, Purvi?
I'm just going to give a big hug to all of my friends and just catch up on everything, like what's been going on, and definitely meet all my teachers. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, and what is the first thing you're going to do when you're going to enter school?
So first of all, I'll jump in excitement because like I was waiting for this for a long time, and I talk a lot with my friends during the breaks and share lunch with them.
Tiffin time is actually the best time. I would love doing that and love sharing the food the other person gets. But thank you really so much, Purvi and Ahan, for joining me. I know going back to school is going to be completely different. It's taught us all
Yeah.
a lot of things. Online has really taught us all. I mean, as I said, I didn't have to suffer that much because I had to come to work, but a lot of my work had to be from home just to share with both of you, and I'm not very ashamed of it. It's for the first time I learned to use Skype and Zoom. I did not even know what it was all about. So COVID times has actually taught us a lot of things, and I'm sure both of you are going to be happy to go back to school. But do take care, as Purvi was pointing out: mask up, mask discipline, social distancing, have fun, but just take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving the opportunity, ma'am.